New Jersey.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First down, they start out with Abanikanda. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Israel Abanikanda. 72 yards. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got Bullard over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here is 3rd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. An audible here to get a new look. They'll try it now with Swift. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
You got nothing. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Hall on a give up the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing is Wilson. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
From 19 yards away.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go, first quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And Hurts going to move him around.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Swift going to try up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 1st down, Hurts.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jack Stoll.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Check, 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 check.
Straight ahead is Hall. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go, defense. Who we got? 50. Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got you.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Where's 52? Watch them out. 52's the line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They'll run with Hall. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Hall again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. And now an audible here into something else.
Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught, and he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins,
32 yards.
and the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Third down and 13. Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And powering through at the 35. Room here to run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. Two guys, people, these two rows, and you have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Let him know. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers.
And a check down complete to Hall.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Going right back to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
One more time with Hall.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
It's our time. Kill. Over.
OkeeAaaa will score. Touchdown, New York. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
DeAndre Swift.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now to kick this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second and 6.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, 67 yards.
And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
I'm coming after you.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
197 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Swift.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Swift.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll run with Swift.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw, Rodgers. Flushed out right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play.